Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. And we have Solana and near pumping. I'm going to go over that later on in the video. But guys, make sure you're signing up to the Patreon so therefore you can get the NWO cryptos. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have Gary Gensler has some jokes. Happy 15th anniversary to Satoshi's famous white paper. Of course, guys, it was on Halloween. And we know the NWO chooses dates for a reason. And yesterday, he sent out a tweet saying any crypto company that are tricking investors should start treating them to compliance with securities laws. And we know Gary Gensler is an NWO chess piece. His job was to kick the regulation can down the road. So therefore, the emerging markets could rise first for this fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are pulling back. And we know why. We have Jerome in the house. And we had the Treasury make a refund announcement. And they're going to be doing more auctions on the short end. They know nobody wants the long-term paper. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have the dollar slightly up. We have volume and crypto slightly down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Bitfinex placed on the UK financial regulator warning list as an unauthorized firm. So we see more jabs coming at Tether. We know that Tether and Binance movie is right around the corner. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $1.1 trillion yesterday. And again, guys, we have Jerome Powell in the house at 2:30. We already know what he's going to say. No rate hike, data dependent, 2% inflation as the goal. But then he's going to be watching the geopolitical events. And we know with all these geopolitical events, we're definitely going to have a pivot. But no one will be looking at the Fed. They'll be looking at the drums of beating. And because we're having so many geopolitical events, I don't see a shutdown now because we know they want to keep funding these drums of beating. But we have 14 days to see what the government does. But like I told you guys, once we get that event, it's going to be event after event. And that's what we're going to get. And we know in November, something always crazy happens around the November 9th period. Something always happens, whether it's the days before or the days after, because we know the flip side, November 9th is 9/11. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, don't forget about Grayscale, sent about $27.2 billion. And don't forget, we definitely have that spot Bitcoin ETF around the corner. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Near Token announces partnership with NEM Project, and we see Near getting a little pump. Also, we have PayPal scores UK crypto license after a brief local Bitcoin buy halt. And we see PayPal quietly moving the fourth industrial revolution on the fintech side. Now we have U.S. crypto custody firm BitCo wins BaFin license in Germany. Now we have Siemens and Microsoft partner to push AI adoption in industrial sectors. And guys, we know these big corporations and big banks have been working on AI for 20 to 30 years. And then on top of it, we see the same big banks and big corporations that were funding crypto from the beginning. And it was all for this digital transformation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have crypto startup Bastion secures money transmitter license in the U.S. with New Hampshire and Arkansas. And you guys may ask, how did this startup get licenses already? That's right. They're old employees of Andreessen, my guy. Remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we have Solana goes live on Google Cloud's BigQuery data analytics platform. And we see Solana getting a pump again today. And when we heard Mike Novogratz Galaxy Digital would be in charge of FTX assets, guys, you had to know they're going to start pumping. And we know Goldman Sachs guys want to pump it at the top, so therefore they can sell and then sit on the sideline until they're ready to pump again. Solana is not pumping for any reason. This was all part of a bigger plan. If you're part of my Patreon, you understand. Sometimes you got to hodl during the storm, like Scaramucci said yesterday. That's why I put that in my video yesterday, guys. Because we know the NWO are the master magicians. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows. When it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.